A deal was made behind your back, and it's about your future. Your daughter has angered God. Archangel Michael warned. Something sinister has been whispered in the dark, and a decision was made without consulting you. Your knowledge is weighty and dangerous, and the quiet around it isn't peaceful. It's the quiet that hides betrayal. Someone used your name, traded your future for it, and drew your bloodline into something forbidden. You weren't supposed to find out about it yet, but the heavens can't wait. Stay silent no longer, for in the midst of the flames, an undisclosed meeting transpired, involving a deal, involving someone you held in high regard. The ink has dried, the conditions have been sealed, but the hidden truth is about to be revealed. This has nothing to do with money or business, and your future was. You know what you did, but you're not going to admit it. Instead, you're acting as if nothing happened, as if nothing crossed the line. Your daughter Tapan's name is associated with this deal, and you're negotiating in a way that disrespects divine timing. 333. A figure shrouded in deceit approached her, offering her a path forward that would be advantageous to her. However, in exchange, she was asked to part with something that did not truly belong to her. The agreement had her name, legacy, and spiritual signature at its core, and the moment she consented, a change happened in her. Archangel Michael warns that the shield surrounding you started vibrating in a warning vibration, and that God is furious, not because your daughter failed, but because she suppressed the truth while professing to honor the life. This action had repercussions that extended much beyond what. Your future has been influenced, not entirely halted, but altered in an illegal manner. You have sensed the unfamiliar, tension, the change in energy, and the murmurs behind closed doors. This is not your imagination, it is real, and it is drawing near. The heavens have no choice but to intervene directly because timing is critical. You are being shown this now because there is still a window of opportunity to reverse it, but only if you receive this. Your destiny is not for trade, bargain, or negotiation behind your back. She was warned through dreams, but disregarded them. She received signs, but thought they were just coincidence. 575 Truth. Without denial type, meant to receive blessings. The older spiritual guide, false prophet, or imposter who influenced her came to her when she was weak, hungry for transformation, and desperate for immediate results. He or she told her that her life would improve if she followed his or her path. She gained temporary control over her own chaos by shifting your future to them. But that control came at a cost. Now heaven is demanding repayment, and she hid it because she was afraid you would react negatively. However, her silence isn't a defense. It's a barrier between her and grace. So come clean if you feel the spiritual weight pressing on you. You are not insane. Your spirit has been pleading for answers, and now they are here. You are intended to receive blessing. 626. The agreement included more than just spiritual interference. It also involved paperwork. Something may have been agreed upon or committed to without your knowledge or consent. Everything related to your consent, lineage, spiritual property, real estate inheritance, or anything more precious is already in process, and heaven has temporarily halted it so that you can be mindful before it resumes. Archangel Michael states, "Your quiet has been misunderstood for naivety, but now your very presence will put an end to all dissent. The truth is emerging, and with it, divine justice. You might start having dreams, now strange and vivid, full of symbols, that you should write down. These dreams are more than just visions. They contain instructions, codes, and the means to undo what has been wrongfully. If you would like to show your support even more, you can choose to donate up to $120.00. Your daughter's behavior might change soon. She could act defensively, distantly, kindly, or coldly, as her soul reacts to the exposure. It's not too late for her to face what you did. Instead of confronting her in anger, let your silence become thunder, and let your energy carry the weight of the truth. She can't escape commenting on this, and the veil is lifting, so if you felt this coming for you, now is the time. For weeks or months, you would never have guessed the level of tension that has been building up. Not only has deceit been rampant, but so has your spiritual radar. Peppy, who is supposed to receive blessing 999, is about to experience some strange behavior from those around her, as well as spiritual friction in her home. Things like objects falling and are messages from on high. Angels are checking in on your home, and the Archangel Michael has set up guardians to keep an eye on your name. Nothing more spiritual can happen until you break the seal that has been placed on it. A sacred reversal is possible, but only when truth is accepted, exposed, and dealt with in full. You are the key to unlocking what was bound. Type Amen to get blessing 484, says Archangel Michael, emphasizing that this message must not be disregarded. His agreement also involves someone from the outside. There's a man who seems to be associated with your daughter. He smiles at you, but is actually working against your future. Don't be fooled. His true colors will soon come to light. He mistakenly underestimated your divine connection. You don't need evidence to know that he's not who he claims to be. Feel free to share your thoughts and feelings. Energy is always valid. If your intuition has already recognized him, don't be suspicious. It's just confirmation that confirmation is on the way. Tapan. Receive blessing 330. There's a specific moment approaching. You'll know the deceit is coming to light when you hear your name mentioned in an unusual way. Whether in a document, a conversation, or even someone else's careless words. The man who had an influence on your daughter is starting to feel the heat. Before he would hide behind her joyces, but now Archangel Michael he spoke your name in a spiritually dark room, trying to speak with authority he was never given. At that moment, Archangel Michael said, "The seal on your name is being broken. Your daughter is entangled in a spiritual web that she cannot untangle on her own. She is starting to feel the weight of what was done, not because anyone told her, but because her soul is reacting to divine heat. Her dreams are becoming heavier, and her sleep is changing. Heaven is rewriting what was tampered with, so type Amen to receive blessing. 14. Your spirit is now standing in truth, and truth demands recognition. If you've felt a strange power rising within you lately, that's not emotion, it's spiritual. Her body may even begin to weaken under the pressure of hidden guilt. Instead of her usual confidence, she'll look to you. Get ready, because you're about to face the secret manipulator of your life. Just type Amen to receive blessing. 660. Somewhere, in the last several weeks or days, someone submitted a document containing your name. You may not have agreed to the terms, but somehow they carry your involvement. Now comes the shocking part. A long-lost acquaintance, advisor, or even a blood relative may have played both sides of the coin, smiling and whispering with you while they did it. However, now that Archangel Michael has lifted the spiritual veil, they will finally come clean. There's a window of opportunity now, a narrow but powerful space of reversal. The next 7 days will be filled with energy, unlike anything you felt recently. Even if you can't see the document, its energy will pull at your spirit like a thread that refuses to stay quiet. Tap a payment to receive blessings. 3737. You will experience a rapid acceleration of time and a widening of your awareness. Previously muddled conversations will become crystal clear, and you will make profound spiritual connections that will reveal hidden truths. Seize this opportunity to act in accordance with divine guidance, rather than anger. No false deal can control your future, so speak boldly, not to people, but to the spirit world, says Archangel Michael. What was whispered in the dark must be broken in the light, and only your voice can unlock what is rightfully yours. To get blessing 1717, simply type A. If the man tries to sneak back in, he may act concerned, offer assistance, or even check on you. But the moment he's near your light, his spirit will quiver. Don't engage with gentleness. Instead, remain silent, and let his silence accuse him. Your comment, "My light," will be the loudest rebuke he hears. No longer need proof, as your discernment is more powerful than any donkey, and your energy has begun to reject certain people automatically. Tap him in to receive blessings. 9999. Your daughter will soon be at a crossroads, with another chance to either double down or break away. This decision will determine how. Be prepared to experience a change in your home or the energy surrounding her. When this happens, you might feel tense and sharp, as if someone or something unseen is watching. This is the time to stand in prayer, not pleading, but declaring that her soul will return to alignment, that your future is free from darkness, and that what was made in your name contains divine ink that cannot be wiped. This battle was won the instant you opened this message. Type cash in to get blessing 3000 upon receiving an unexpected message, email, document, or phone conversation. It will validate all your feelings and make you feel shaken. However, there's no need to cry, fall, or react. Archangel Michael has already arranged for angels to protect you in the aftermath. Your daughter's actions were serious, but what heaven has in store for you is stronger. You may encounter correction, but she also has a way back if she chooses truth. Comment on truth, let truth walk boldly, and if you're prepared to let the divine process conclude, you will experience a more fearless revelation and restoration. Then, with the force of righteousness, say the Amen to get blessing. 4747. The secret cycle is coming to a close. The shadows are fading, the fire is being put out, but the wounds will teach you a tremendous lesson. You have experienced spiritual betrayal, but you will never be caught unexpectedly. This suffering has given rise to strength. Your reputation is being cleansed in realms you will never physically visit. Your future is once again behind bars, but those who disregarded you will soon listen to your voice. According to Archangel Michael, the shocking deal has been broken, and the anger of God has been replaced with.
There is still more to come in the spirit realm. Just because the truth is out doesn't mean the chapter has fully closed. 121,212. If you want to show your support even more, you can give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. 0 cents. Your story continues in victory. This is not punishment, but rather a correction sent by divine law for her daughter, who is unsettled and vacillating between feelings of regret and rebellion. Depending on the day, she may act normally or have an unexpected breakdown. Both are indications of the rising internal conflict. If you begin to experience unusual spiritual patterns, such as waking up at certain hours, feeling presences in the room, or even catching glimpses of movement from the corners of your eyes, it could be because Archangel Michael is standing between you and deeper consequences, waiting for you to choose the path of truth, guiding the path of your destiny, protecting it from any potential harm. Remark: if you are prepared to let divine justice unfold, let the truth do its job. You are no longer alone. Heaven is involved, and the burden you have been bearing is being lifted. Tap payment to receive blessings. 31331. There is one last chance. Beware of deceitful offers that masquerade as peace or apologies, as they will not originate from a genuine place. This is not about temporary relief, but rather long-term restoration. Anything that appears to be a quick fix at the moment is actually a trap for your daughter. Archangel Michael advises, do not interfere with the process. You love her, but she must walk through this. Only through fire will she come out refined. This test is administered by heaven, not by you, and it is a test of humility, confession, and whether or not she will eventually utter truth with her own words. Prophetic dream 44,000. A locked box, fire, eyes on you, or a voice screaming your name is coming. This dream is more than a sign. It will give you your last instructions on this matter. Make sure to write it down when you wake up. It may be perplexing when you first wake up, but things will start to make sense as you go through your days. Your spirit will interpret it according to divine timing. A trusted family member may soon bring up an unusual topic that seems unrelated, but pay attention. Heaven is using people to send messages, not just dreams. It's not enough to merely recover. You're ascending. This is a part of the elevation tapement to receive blessings. 15,151. There is a record in the heavens with your name on it. It has now been stamped with a new seal, clearing what was. I will listen with spiritual ears. If you're willing to read between the lines and see beyond the surface, you are experiencing a spiritual reversal of fortunes right now. This record is more than just symbolic. It is a file that heaven uses to keep tabs on the callings, wars, and restorations of the chosen. Your file is now brimming with new opportunities, ideas, locations, and favor that was previously unavailable to you. You stood in truth without knowing the full story, and heaven is rewarding that posture. It was meant to confuse you, but instead it has given you a crown. Tap him to receive a blessing. 91,919. You will soon receive an angelic message, says Archangel Michael, who is locked behind betrayal. Discernment is key. You don't need to say much. Just listen, and you'll hear precisely what you were meant to hear. Your daughter may lead you to unexpected places or unexpected conversations, but those invitations hold the key. Be brought up subtly. Without the speaker realizing it, they are actually confirming something. That's the way heaven works, concealing truth in the midst of chaos. Heaven speaks through everything, even silence, because God's voice isn't always loud. It often appears ordinary moments, and you are now attuned to its frequency, which in turn brings a financial blessing. Blessing 8,888. This entire situation may be connected to an inheritance or hidden funds that were delayed due to the spiritual interference. However, now that the truth has been revealed, the blockage is being released. It's not a coincidence that you're seeing unexpected movements in the form of approvals, clearances, or deposits. It's the restoration process finally catching up to your timetable. However, keep in mind that this money comes with wisdom. So you shouldn't fritter it away as you did before. Instead, you should use it to sow yourself into a new reality, into healing as you move forward, the Archangel Michael assures you that the hands that were used against you will now bless you unknowingly. This means that even those who betrayed you will be a part of your blessing, for nothing can stop what God has already decreed. 121,000 beings in the afterlife are keeping tabs on you. Some are angels, and some are ancestral spirits. They witnessed your resilience and love, even though they didn't know the extent of the harm you caused. Now, they celebrate with you, not because you're furious, but because you were faithful. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The ripples from your success will be felt for years to come. Your family will talk about how you triumphed over adversity, not what happened to you. If you're ready to be the hero who changes everything, then this story is far from over. Archangel Michael says, stand, speak, and stay silent, where silence is stronger than sound. You have already won in the spirit. Now watch it. From this point on, everything will be revealed, whether willingly or by divine force. You will never again walk in blindness. The shocking agreement has been broken, the holy record has been restored, and your next chapter begins now with power, protection, and tranquility. It's a bit blissful, but 333, the instant you became conscious, the entire environment around you started to alter, and you didn't even have to. Heaven is about to restore what was almost destroyed behind your back. A spiritual movement has begun, affecting not only your daughter, but your entire family line. The revelation of the deal has set in motion a chain reaction, and you can either scream, fight, or plead for mercy. You may soon find your daughter falling into silence, not because she doesn't care, but because she can't run away from the weight of what she did. Her silence is the sound of heaven working on her heart. Please, comment. Let divine justice finish its course. If you've been experiencing an unusual stillness lately, it's not a sign of disrespect. A sense of tranquility has returned following a spiritual conflict. I had hoped to receive blessing 1010. You may have noticed that justice is appearing in peculiar ways. The person who smiled at you while covering their betrayal may soon be publicly shamed, not through your actions, but through divine intervention. They may attempt to play the victim. They may. Archangel Michael says her path is hers to redeem, and yours is already sealed, but they will twist the truth to make it sound better. Your daughter will have one final chance to come clean and choose healing. And whether she does or doesn't, your reward is already being sent forth. Victory is yours. The responsibility for her tardiness is solely with you. Now, type him into Good Blessings 6666 6766. Soon you may start to receive emails, texts, or even phone calls that seem unconnected, but actually include confirmations. Listen closely, because heaven isn't finished bringing to light what was hidden. Someone attempted to manipulate your future by using you as currency. They believed they could influence the result. It could be someone you haven't heard from in years, or it could be a specific person, location, or date that triggers a memory. My future belongs to God, you said. And they failed to realize that they were never in charge of your fortune. There has been a struggle for your destiny, but the tide is turning, and you will emerge victorious. Say the Amen to get blessings 45,454. If you would like to show your support even more, you can choose to donate up to $120, 0 cents. Your spirit will react the moment you lay eyes on an old document, whether it's a photo, a letter, or something digital. This item contains evidence of what was done, who knew, and how long this went on for. Everything was always going according to plan. Heaven just wanted you to be ready to face it. Once you do, you'll gain spiritual leverage, clarity, and closure. And from that point on, you'll be able to move with greater authority, according to Archangel Michael. The hidden is being handed over, returns to you, and with it, the power to determine the course of action. You are no longer a player in their game. You have the last say. Your emotions can take a sharp turn if you listen to pipe men to get blessing. 58.3, 585. No matter the circumstances, let it to transpire as your spirit letting go of the deceit, anguish, confusion, and burden it took on during that period. You no longer have to bear it. Every tear you shed is a symbol of the chains releasing. And before you know it, you will feel lighter than you have in years. Beyond mere recompense, the impending reward is restoration, which brings with it peace, honor, and heavenly protection everything they labored for. Take it out of your narrative, and now it will come back to you multiple times over, and I will get it free of. Worry not, for you have earned the right to step into a future untarnished by treachery. This is your chance to start over without being held back by their decisions. 33,333. You will be blessed with spiritual gifts as an anointed one, upcoming improved judgment, enhanced intuition, and a more acute inner, those who are able to remain emotionally resilient in the face of treachery are bestowed these gifts. You're going to be heard more than ever before because your comments will have more impact. You're not merely getting well, you're being transformed by your wisdom, insight, and presence. The very location they attempted to exclude you from is now getting ready to welcome you back, this time as a conduit for others due to their transformation, but rather because God is preparing a place for your return. And when Archangel Michael declares the table they as the power to return it, the place you were taken from is now being rebuilt with your name on it. And you are already picked, so you won't need anyone else's permission to sit. Totally neglected to grab 9,999. And now your house is starting to smell from one another, lighter, warmer, and more tranquil, even in the stillness that remains after. By releasing your attachment to your personal area, you'll discover a more restful night's sleep. Your dreams will become more tangible, and you might even experience those long lost fits of laughter. Isn't that what happens when the dust settles and favor flows? You didn't seek vengeance, you stood firm with grace, and now heaven is decorating your let blessings pour into my life if you're prepared to experience pure joy without any strings attached. It's about time the blessings are transparent, free of manipulation. In order to receive blessings, I am solely attached to truth, reward, and restoration. 121, Michael, Archangel, declares this war is over. The last chapter is being immortalized in a golden scroll. You are unbreakable. You have chosen to reveal that your daughter has a route to walk, but you should let her walk it. Are ascending to a higher plane of heavenly will. The stunning agreement has transformed into a profound epiphany. The treachery served as a connecting link. And now you are now more than just safeguarded. You are selected by God to receive 440 blessings. If you would want to show your support even more, you may offer our deepest gratitude with gifts ranging from $120, 0 cents,